Hey, this is Notser, and this is going to be the end of the journey, hopefully. This is the this is the first game where I'm 1 star away from rank 1. Are we going to be able to succeed in getting that rank 1 star and being done with this process? I know many of you are going through the same thing. You ask me in the comments, how do you motivate yourself to deal with the stress and all that stuff? And quite honestly, I don't allow the stress to overwhelm me. I get tense in a super close game, like that last game that you saw today, if you watched it, but I don't let it consume me from the get-go, right? The stress is alleviated each and every game because I don't really, people are going to say, I don't believe you. I don't really care whether I get rank 1 or not this game, 100 games from now. As long as I'm enjoying each game and I'm contributing to my team, I know I will reach rank 1. Now, for this particular game, I headed over to B point. My team was headed over to A point. I like to make sure that at least 1 point is going to be captured or contested. I'm pretty confident that I'm taking the right path. On North in particular, as a destroyer, don't head directly to the capture point. You sort of want to scout it out. You want to get far back, see if there's any cruisers that might stray a little bit too close. You want to consider where the Belfast will be setting up. Over by, F6, that corner, the southern corner of A, Belfast love setting up there. So as a destroyer, it's very dangerous for you to go to the northwest side of A, right? They're going to have a clean shot on you. And you can apply this logic to every single map and think like the Belfast, because that is really the meta of this season. And we captured B point. I'm going to talk about this meta. It's been alright. It's not really fun to see all the stationary gameplay, to see all the smoke, have to deal with it, know that you're going to be detected by radar at least 2 or 3 times per game. All this stuff is just, it's well known, it's accepted. But it's not the end of the world. The enemy has a Belfast, and look at the Belfast. I think he took a torpedo, he took a big shot. I am not passing this up, baby. This guy is very important to the enemy team, and I don't know why he's set up so far back. He's not near anyone who can smoke him out. He's going to die if I get a fire on him. I'm, of course, going to overextend because, it's just what I do. It's my nature. To get the kill, you gotta overextend sometimes. I'll trade health to get this guy out of the match. We already have B point. A is contested, of course. But if we take the Belfast out, that's it. They don't have any other form of radar. And he is taking out the Sims, the Flat Earth Sims. I don't understand his name, but we're going to take him out too. He's trying to pop his smoke, but is it going to be in time, right? Everyone's firing on him, and we are able to be the last one to shoot. That is a huge deal. Huge. We have a base. Well, not 2 bases, but we could have 2 bases. We have a base, and we took out 2 enemy ships. Just like that. It felt great to get into a ranked battle and know that your team has a very dominant position on the enemy. There could be an enemy destroyer over there. I sent my torpedoes towards the smoke. But no, of course, the Shiratsuyu, he went around, and he's going to try and engage me. The enemy Scharnhorst is, of course, firing on me as well. I do not want to die. There's no reason to give up. I have to coach myself. Hey, Notser, relax, relax, relax. This is the game where you win it. There's no reason to overextend. That helps me a lot if I reiterate exactly what my goal is in the game. In any game, for that matter. I really am one of those players that I'm already self-confident through the roof. That's probably my biggest fault, is I do believe that I can take on the team 1 versus 7. You have to be somewhat confident of yourself in order to be aggressive, though. I think that's fair. But it's always nice to keep a very logical voice in the back of your mind telling you, okay, we're doing great. Capture A. The enemy is in a defensive posture. They're not going to be aggressive, or at least if they are aggressive, we can take advantage of it. Play it smart. Go after the Fiji, punish him, deal with the Shiratsuyu whenever it is an issue, stay at range, do all these things. And that's sort of my mantra. You keep it focused. But this game, it is so not stressful at all, right? I mean, this is great. How could this be any better? My team is healthy. We have 2 bases. We've killed off 2 of their ships, one of them being the Belfast. We might take out the Fiji. This is great. It really is. It is fantastic. We got a lucky, or I don't know if it's lucky, but conveniently, we got a torpedo on the enemy. This is the dream scenario to get to rank 1. And I am just maybe pushing it just a little bit too much to try and take out the Fiji. I am taking a lot of damage, and oh man, it's really racking up. The torpedoes forced me into a position where I was a little overextended, and I couldn't angle as best as I want, and the Shiratsuyu, he's right on my tail. And they take me out. And this is a mistake. Absolutely, this is a mistake. You made a mistake, Notser. I let the Fiji get too close to me. I didn't respect the Shiratsuyu. I should have fought them one by one. You always overestimate, well, I always overestimate my damage output. Now he's on fire, but he's trying to heal himself. He's probably going to survive. Unfortunately, the Shiratsuyu headed over to B point. My team has a clear advantage, though. Even with my overextension, we should win the game. So, as a player who's trying to progress through ranked, the things that I think work well for me, understanding my opposition, knowing where the Belfast, and I know I say this all the time, but that is literally this meta. You will deal with so many Belfast and Fiji that you're going to go insane. Like, this is the only ship that exists. There are very specific points that the Fiji and the Belfast want to set up, especially the Belfast, in order to watch over the point and prevent the capture. All you have to do is keep those points in mind and make sure you outrange radar. You're going to force the enemy team to set up in a position. Now, they want it to be defensive, but they also are expecting the enemy destroyers to make a mistake. If you play it right, you shouldn't make a mistake. You should actually succeed. And once you've done that, you've established control over the objective. Maybe your team can use the ability, the understanding that you know radar as an ability has been used. That will allow for aggressive play. And go from there. I personally have been playing a lot of Leningrad. The Leningrad fits me. It allows me to rack up damage so I can at least be near the top 3 XP. When you're the top XP on your team, you are basically protected from a loss. That is important for progression. If you cannot get to the top XP earner on your team, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be stressful for you to get to rank 1. I would recommend, if you're someone who is more comfortable just being a part of the team, going with the flow, set an expectation of maybe I get to rank 10, maybe I get to rank 5, but if you get to 5, it really is expected of you that you can carry over whatever obstacle might be in the way. So if you cannot consistently carry, it's going to be very challenging for you, and if you can't handle the stress, I just wouldn't deal with that. Whatever rank you get to, that is a good accomplishment. Don't ever undersell yourself. I do this for a living. I make content for you. I play the game constantly. Don't compare yourself to me. That's not fair to you. What you should do is take what I'm talking about, if you see your team going for A, and I felt like B was a good take, be a little cautious, scout it out, but go for it. If you take what you see in these games and you can apply them to your game and maybe you're going to succeed more, that is the best thing you can do. Take the knowledge of a player that maybe has played the game more and you've seen their success and apply it to your games. It's just like a teacher, and that's really the goal here. The Shiratsuyu, a little overextended in my opinion. There's really nothing he could have gained by going that direction, and I think he's going to be punished for that. I think the team is going to be able to take him out. I don't know why my friendly Scharnhorst did not fire on that Fiji when he had the opportunity. Instead, he went after the Nagato. The Nagato is going to be detected no matter what. The Fiji might not be detected all the time, and my team is able to take him out. I don't know why the FPS goes squirrely like that whenever you're following a shell. I have to look that up. I'm very curious what's going on there. But clearly this game is ours. There's no way we're going to lose it. The Fiji is somewhere in this area. He's low health. I can't imagine he has a lot of health. And it feels great. It feels like that victory lap in a auto race. You've already won. People are just celebrating the victory. Right? That's the best feeling. And it felt great. It felt great to know that my team did such a great job. I could just play my game out, do as well as, well, I could have done better, but do okay. Objective control, detect the Belfast, don't let them get out. Damage the Sims, that's another big key kill, and damage the Fiji. It felt great. This felt great, and I hope that anyone who's going through ranked play just stop and consider this is supposed to be fun. Don't take it too seriously, and I think you'll have more success when you do that. And here's that screen. We reached it. Rank 1. It feels great. That's the reward that you get for it. 2,500 doubloons. It's not too bad. Yeah. But we died so early, our team was able to outshine us, and great job, team. There's no excuse for me dying that early. I just should have played better. But it doesn't matter. You know, we won the game. That's the most important thing. The team did a great job. I hope that my rank progression was enjoyable for you, at least. The trials, the tribulations, the fun, and the sorrow. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.